Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Rodrick rules. This is the second live action Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, and I'm going to be reviewing all of them in preparation for the new animated one coming out. Was it Cabin Fever, that one? So I'm excited for that. This one is probably my favorite out of the trilogy. I mentioned in last week's video, talking about the first movie, that Rodrick was just great casting. Everybody in the movies was great casting, but Rodrick specifically was just the perfect embodiment of what you expected from that character to be in live action form. There's no world where, if they ever make more live action movies or recast him, which they did, but that they will ever make a better Rodrick than this, because he's just solid. He is awesome. Also, I think this movie works better than the first one. This is a better sequel because, the cast in the first movie, they were tiny. They grew, and this one, they grew up. And it's even something Greg points out in the movie, that they've grown up. And so, which is smart because, the actors grew up, but it also allows the actors to really grow into their performances and get a stronger hold of what their characters are supposed to be like. It really feels like everybody in this movie is doing so much better. Also, I just think the comedy works better in this movie because it's a more relatable dynamic where, it's about a sibling rivalry and kind of bond everything, where, in the first movie it was just Greg being a sociopath. This movie's more relatable and you kind of sympathize with the struggle. Yeah, Rodrick's a dick, but at the end of the day, they're brothers, and they eventually learn to get along better, sort of thing. And you see that in this movie, and that's what's really fun and great about this movie. And it just all really works. There's a lot of great moments in this movie. It's just really solid. I feel like this is the peak of these movies. I feel like after this movie, people stop really caring about these movies. And then the third one, actors start growing up too, and you can kind of feel that. But still, this is a really freaking great movie. And cannot wait to talk about Dog Days, which was my favorite growing up. But now it's this one. I think objectively, this is just the best of these movies. But we'll talk about Dog Days next week. Feels weird to be in November talking about a movie set in summer, but what you gonna do?